I just want to come on here and share just a little bit more about my post sitting in our backyard. So I will never forget going several years ago and thinking my friend and I are going to go to a meetup group, and it ends up being a conspiracy alien extraterrestrial event, and it was so cool. And it was like we're like sitting there waiting for the Reiki to start, and then they just start talking about all these other things, and we're like, what is going on? And then finally, like, I interrupt, and I'm like, when's the Reiki gonna start? Like, are we doing that? What's going on? And then they start explaining, no, this is about aliens and alternative thinking and secret societies and just different things. And I was so fascinated. And then my friend and I just started asking all these questions, and these people were just so wonderful. And it was the most interesting experience. And then they had them every single month, so I started going every month to these events. And then they told me later about this event called Contact in the Desert. I don't know if you've ever heard of Contact. It is such a cool event. It's like 3 or 4 days in Joshua Tree, and it was all about that stuff. And I had so much fun, and I met a lot of amazing people and tons of just extraordinary speakers. I got to meet Graham Hancock there. I think that was like the light of the entire experience for me, because he's a very interesting human being, and his wife were there, and she's so beautiful. And I wanted to share this because what's beautiful about being human is that you have a mind, you have a brain, and you can question things. You don't have to listen to exactly what you're fed on the media and on the news outlets. You can actually be curious and be like, is that true? Do I believe that? In high school, I will just never forget, like, I've never been into politics, and like I wrote on my post, I was like, oh, cute little old men trying to control the population, trying to control the world. That's how I literally used to think about politics when I was young. And I never voted. I wasn't into that. I wasn't going to be a Democrat or a Republican. Neither side resonated with me. I never liked any of the presidents. And it's interesting to me because we're so passionate about I'm this and I'm that, and what defines us. And it's like, how do you really, if you fully start studying that, do you truly believe it? Like, I've never been for government. I'm not necessarily an anarchist, but I mean, maybe, who knows? No. But I've never believed that the government's for me. I've never believed that the government is for the people. And I feel like humans these days have gotten so complacent with everything. Like, they just believe what they're told. And I've just never thought that way. And so when I went to that meetup group, I truly believe that the universe brought me there to hear a completely different perspective that I'd never heard of before. And then I took my own time to go and research, and I did, and I've done that for years now, and I feel empowered with it because I don't have to just believe in all the fear that the propaganda is putting out to people. And I also want to say is, like, I'm not also like against the government or against it if you're Democrat or Republican or whatever your views are. I think they're all fascinating. I think that's what's amazing about being human. You can have a belief that resonates with you. It's just like your religion, it's your church, it's your heritage. it's your lineage, it's your God. And like, why is it that we criticize people that have different views than we do? You wouldn't go around to someone and say, oh, I don't like you because you're a Catholic, or you're Muslim, or you're Jewish, or I don't like you because blah blah blah, I don't like you because of this or that, like your skin's green and but why is it that when people have another perspective that doesn't fit your mold, instead of say I don't like that, why not get curious about it and be open to understanding why do other people think the way they do? And I went to another event, David Icke, and that was also very interesting and mind opening. And I think with learning conspiracies, I've learned to take everything with a grain of salt. I don't literally believe everything that they're even saying. I create my own idea. But what it has brought me to is appreciation and gratitude for leaders. Even if I don't agree with the leader, right now our president is Donald Trump. I don't agree with everything that he does or says or whatever, but I don't know him. I don't know him personally. I don't know his real beliefs. I don't know the actions that he takes, but I respect him because he's choosing to lead our ship. America is the ship and he is the leader. And if we choose to empower him, pray for him, something I'm going to talk about at another point, but praying for and empowering our leaders because they're willing to step up. They're courageous enough to step up and do what they think is best. And like I pray all the time that whoever our president is does the best that they can do, that does empower the people. That's all we really can do. But I guess that's one thing why I'm grateful to have the perspective of being into conspiracies. I don't have to be leaning left, I don't have to be leaning right or in the middle. Where I lean is to the earth, to humanity, to create oneness. And creating oneness, if I pray for the whole world, all human beings, all beings existing, all animals, all plants, all the water, the earth, all the elements, God, if I pray in oneness for all of that, why would I not pray for him? Pray that our leadership steps up and can be extraordinary. I used to hate on him, and I realized that doesn't empower me either. So I've taken this on and it feels good. And so I just invite you to look within yourself, to be open-minded. Go explore new religions, old religions. Go explore other cultures. Go explore conspiracies. Whether you believe them or not, just try them on for a day. You have time. You have your whole life to just experience. And if it resonates, cool. And if it doesn't, that's cool too. But stop separating yourself from each other. What we need right now is coming together, coming into love, and letting go of the fear and the separation.